Well, what's up everyone, welcome to this week's video. In this week's video we're going to be taking a look at this. This is the Flyfish Atlas 4 LR, a new 4-inch long range frame from Flyfish. Now rather than just sitting at the bench here going through the text and specs and showing you the carbon and shit like that, what we're actually going to do is take it out for a fly and see what it flies like. So can't do that sat here, so let's go to the cliffs. Well, here we are. Don't let the sun deceive you. It's still only 6 degrees, so it's not as warm as it looks. Yeah, I thought we'd come over here to the cliff top, well, not the cliff top bando, but just the cliffs themselves. Do a bit of sort of cruising around, a bit of long range, try this quad out. So this is a better view of the quad in question. This is the, with the frame, it's the Flyfish Atlas 4. Now this is obviously a 4-inch, and you see it's dead cat there because it's designed for the O3 system. You can see it's got little gummies in there, you know, vibration dampening with which is what the O3 camera needs. But I've just got a Vista in mind because I'm too poor to afford O3. Link to my Patreon down in the video description. But yeah, quite a nice little build this. I haven't gone sub 250 with it, but I'm sure with an O3 camera and video transmitter you easily could. I think this is somewhere around 310 grams with the 4S Lipo I've got on it. Now you can't really see behind the protection there, but I've got a tmotor F7 35 amp all-in-one. Vista, like I said, on Express LRS, running the Flyfish 2004 motors. The flash, these are 2900 kV, you know, 4S, like I said. Flyfish Osprey antenna. I've gone with a longer style, obviously with this being sort of like a mid to long range quad. You need that bit of, you know, extra transmission above your battery once your battery's on. But yeah, that's the build. Now, also one thing I did forget to mention there, you can see I've got the Flyfish GPS on top, the mini one, the M10, that, so it gets satellites really quick. So yeah, I haven't actually flown this properly yet. I've just had a quick test hover in the bedroom like I usually do, just to make sure everything's working alright. So yeah, I think we're all done now. We'll get a battery on it and take it for its first flight, so let's go. I think what we'll do, we'll have this first pack, I'll just use DVR, and if everything goes alright we'll put a camera on and get some, well there's my GPS getting locked. We'll put a proper camera on the second pack and actually get some footage, so right, let's have a little test pack now. Right, so let's go. Like I say, this first pack we're just going to have a little cruise about here, make sure everything's alright. Now one thing I've done, I've left me goggles on 25 milliwatts. I might have to come back and change that. Everything seems fine up to now, nice and smooth. So I'm not going to give this any massive punch outs or cliff dives or, you know, because this is just like a long range cruiser. Not that I'll be going long range, more a mid range cruiser. Which seems alright up to now. Pretty quiet as it flew by me there as well. Like I say, I'm just going to have to come back now and put me power up on my goggles. I'll just disarm there a minute. There you go, that's the power up on my goggles, so alright, we'll try that again. We'll arm in again. Alright, let's go. Everything feels alright anyway. It's half the battle. I don't think I'm going to get crazy flight time on this lake. I have got 2004 motors on. You know, they do recommend, I think 1804s is what they recommend. And like I said, this isn't sub 250, this is 300 grams plus this with an action camera and a 854S. But it flies nice and smooth. Not smooth enough anyway. Trying to fly into myself and trying to lose my balance and fall off the cliff. There we'll do, we'll go down here and I'll try the GPS rescue button out. Right, let's try that GPS from a bit further over here.
GPS.
Weird little yaw twitch there. my finger on the switch there just in case I have to turn it off, but fighting against the wind. Where it is, heading back my way. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I've only got it to come back to my direction. I haven't got it set up to land. I wouldn't want it to land on this area, so anyway, I think that works, so we'll take control back and... Right, I'm not going to bore you with any more DVR. I'll kill this battery off and then I'll put a proper camera in and we'll see if we can get a little bit of footage, yeah? Yeah, quite happy with that little shakedown flight there, seemed alright. I landed at 3.55 on the battery and that was at 6 minutes 38 seconds of flight time, so like I say, for a cruise that's not actually too bad that. You know, it's not like you're going 2 or 3 minutes absolutely savaging it in a bando. It's not where it's designed for this, you know. So yeah, but now I've got a little bit of confidence in, I think what I'll do, I'll take my dummy out there, we'll put the Go 3 in and we'll get a little bit of footage, see what it looks like. So well, there we go, that was my first flight with Atlas 4. I do like it, you know, I really like flying my 7-inch as well, so it gives you that sort of 7-inch feel with a 4-inch prop. I'm sure there's a knob gag in there somewhere, you make your own up. But yeah, I'll put links below to me build specs and all stuff like that. I was impressed with the footage from the Go 3 and all. It's the first time I've used it properly. I tried using it in a bando the other week, but yeah, I messed the settings up a bit. If I've got any of the footage still, I'll put a little clip on now to show you. Yeah, it didn't look very good. My fault though, not the cameras. But yeah, it looked pretty decent. Be using that more in the future. And yeah, the little Atlas 4, if I've got any sort of little cinematic trips planned, it's quite a nice small little quad that I can put in a bag and just take with me, you know. So great stuff, highly recommend it. Might put some smaller motors on though. Might go with the 1804s rather than 2004s. Might get me a little bit more flight time. Other than that, happy. Yeah, in regards to longer flight time as well, you could probably get it down. Sorry, you could get the weight down quite a bit. You know, if you put all 3 in it, rather than running an action cam like I did. But there's all sorts of options. Anyway, speaking of people buying all 3, if you enjoyed this video, there's a link down in the video description to my Patreon. I bought that for a segue. And like I do in every video, I'd like to say thanks to my existing patrons. That's Josh Smith, Reese Jones, Generic FPV, Mamba FPV, Captain Kazi. Fucking hell, too hard for this shit. So thanks to them. You know, supporting the channel really does help, allows me to get out and film this sort of shit really. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And we'll see you next time. That's so I don't fucking die halfway across here. See you in a bit.